Ketamine and N20. Quantum immortality? Ketamine. Falling through the world. Quantum immortality. Ketamine and nitrous oxide trip report. T0M, I inform my friend that it is finally time I experience a K-hole which in the past has been fairly difficult. Buddy sets up 2-point bump of ketamine. I snort all 2 points fast and hard to ensure it enters my sinus. T5M, my body starts buzzing like I am a beehive filled with thousands of bees. And my vision starts stretching and shrinking wherever I look. Feeling moderately disassociated. Feeling good. No anxiety, lots of tracers. Been a couple of minutes and still getting higher and higher. Everywhere I look and zone out becomes a wall of color-filled, constantly changing mandalas. Closed eye is similar but still mostly black. T10M, extremely disassociated. Can only speak on one-word intervals. No longer human. No longer on Earth. I am positive at this point my old body has died, as I felt my soul get sucking through the floor, where I had several out-of-body moments where I continuously fell from my body, through the floor beneath me, which I would then fall from the roof above back into my body. This happened several times, each time feeling like a physical death. Quantum immortality? T15M, I feel a third party controlling my body. My subconscious was not in control, neither was my conscious mind. My body feels alien. Like in one of those cartoons where a tiny alien is controlling a human body instead of a brain. Whippet time. I load the whippet, feeling like an alien controlling a human body. My buddy helps me breath the gas slowly through the tube, dangerous, but a balloon would have been more difficult. He released slowly. At this point I take probably half the whippet. And I'm past cloud 9 now. Sadly, the whippet made me forget a lot of the experience after. I just know it was mostly color-filled and confusing. Feeling in a building and somewhere completely different every other second. T20M, nausea sets in, and I say I'm going to die. I need a pot. My buddy grabs me a pot, and I look into it. Inside the pot, before throwing up, I'm able to cold trance into it, and see the whole universe growing and flowing naturally. The beauty is so strong I throw up. At this point my primal instincts had kicked on. Anxiety kicks in. I am going to die. I continue to puke for what feels like years, getting very interesting broken up visuals and flashbacks from past highs and experiences. It's now 2 a.m. T1 hour after consuming, and I am going to bed. I feel reborn and brand new. We'll definitely do it again in a couple of months. Break from reality. Ketamine. So the purpose of me writing this experience is to understand the reasoning behind what happened to myself, and if anyone else has experienced anything similar. First, let me set the scene. It was my 19th birthday coming up. Me and a couple friends were going to go to a rave to celebrate. We had various different drugs such as pills, cocaine, weed, nitrous oxide and ketamine. We started the night off drinking at my flat and doing a few lines of coke. When we got into the rave I dropped a full pill, stupid, I know, of what was supposedly 200 milligrams of MDMA. I believe it wasn't all MDMA, because I had these pills before, and they felt a bit more speedier than pure MDMA. Therefore, I think it may have been mixed with some amphetamines. Anyway, the night is a blast and we finally arrive back for the afters. Now, bearing in mind, I have consumed MDMA, cocaine and alcohol already, I began to smoke some weed and snort some lines of ket with my mates. Things didn't start getting weird until we started sucking balloons of nitrous. After I finished sucking my first balloon, I got this strong wave of deja vu, but not in a good way. I was terrified. I remember feeling like I had done too many drugs and killed my brain. I looked up, and my mates' faces were all a mixture of each other's. The music which was playing didn't sound right, it sounded out of tune and really trippy, and my mates who were talking at the time, well, their words weren't making sense. I remember them repeating gibberish over and over again, and I was in a loop. The only way I could get out of this loop was to stand up and make as much noise as possible, and get out of the kitchen. This is exactly what I did, and lo and behold, the loop broke, and I was back in reality. This was very confusing for me, and none of my mates could offer any explanation. After 10 to 15 minutes, I felt fine again and sucked another balloon of nitrous. It happened again. Terrifying feeling of déjà vu, and I was back in this loop. I felt pure horror, and I did the same thing, but I found it harder to break out of the loop this time. I walked out of the kitchen and went into my room, and within a minute I was out of the loop. I then decided to call it a night and just go to bed. The next morning I was confused as to what happened and decided to never do drugs again. Few years on, I am still sober off drugs and I feel so much better for it. However, I am still intrigued into why this happened and what the cause of it was. Was it just because I was mixing and had done too many? Has anyone else experienced anything similar? Please let me know your accounts/opinions, smiley face. Trip report on MDMA, ketamine, coke and weed. I escaped the matrix and realized we are nothing more than a reality TV show for aliens. Ketamine. MDMA, ketamine, coke, weed, drink dosage unknown. Went to a party last night with 5 friends, 2 of which are DJs, so had a wonderful rave in the kitchen. Went to bed around 5 a.m., couldn't sleep, so decided to do more ketamine and smoke a joint in a failed attempt to put me to sleep. Went into a K-hole and experienced the weirdest hallucinations of my life. I could see what I could best describe as a video call to another realm filled with alien entities. To them, we are nothing more than a reality TV show that they can stream for their entertainment, tuning into different people's lives here on Earth. I could see a lot of different fans of mine who called the show, and they did a Q&A with me, asking me questions about certain times in my life and why I chose to do what I did, as my memories of the events appearing on a screen, some telling me they love watching me and the fucked up crazy situations I have gotten myself into over the past couple of years. It was the craziest fucking experience. I had this feeling that we are nothing but a universe within their universe, a simulation of sorts. We are these AI simulations with total autonomy in this world. We decide what we do with our lives, and those observers have some control of steering us in the right direction. I was the first of these AI to become self-aware and first to escape the matrix. It seemed like a celebration to them, almost as if we reached the singularity.